YouTube channel. This is part 2 of my Flosstube mini-series that I'm doing. If you don't know who I am, my name's Lauren. I'm 30 years old from the West Midlands of the UK, and I am quite a crafty person. I've been cross-stitching for quite a while, but not as much as I used to when I was a kid, and by that I mean I've cross-stitched way more than I did when I was younger. So I thought I'd start this up to try and motivate me, show what I'm doing, sort of like a digital diary of my experience and the projects I'm working on. Over the last couple of weeks I haven't done all that much. Well, I say that, I've actually been camping, and I did take my cross stitch with me when I went camping and I did work on it. I've been to a de-stash craft fair where people just sell off things that they've got a lot of, rather than the actual things they've produced, but like the extra stuff they don't need. And I was quite fortunate because while I was there I managed to find 2 boxes of DMC threads. I kid you not. 2 whole boxes of DMC for £10. That is incredible, and they are in fact DMC. I colour checked them against my own DMCs, I checked the thread quality, and they were numbered. Some of them had DMC on the back, which was just incredible. They were just not in the right order, so I had to go through everything and order them. So this is my original box that I had. These are all the 3000 pluses of my DMC. So if you saw my video last time, my first one, you've seen that I would have kept all my threads in order in these boxes, and I had 4 of them. Well, now they've been moved into the big boxes and staying there because I have too many. Well, there's never such thing as too many. I have most, which is nice. So I had to move my current project threads into the small boxes, and then I labelled sort of what they were. So this is the Herbalist and the Capybara Tea Time. They're very some of the colours are in each of the patterns, so keeping them together was actually really quite ideal. Other than that, I haven't done all that much. It's mostly just been sadly just housework. I've been trying to stay in because it's absolutely sweltering outside. It is we've been in a heat wave in the UK. It's about 28 to 30 degrees, and I know just some countries that's not a lot. Of course I'm in Celsius, but here there's no aircon. It's humid and it's horrible. My flat is also equally as horrible. So I've been trying to keep cool, had the fans going. Trying to cross stitch is hard and just sweating because the needles slips out your hand. So, but I have tried to do bits and pieces here and there. In terms of actually what I've achieved, it's not as much as I'd like, sadly. I've mostly focused on 2 of my pieces, so that's the Herbalist and Capybara Tea Time. I'll put a link in the description for those 2, but there is what they were like before in my first Flosstube video, so I'll show you where I'm up to now. So with the Herbalist, I think I went from was it 10 to 15% done? I'm now more like 20% done, and it's on natural Swigart 18 count. So that's how far I am now. So I've almost done this whole shelf, which is quite nice. The shelves kind of bleed into one another, so I think in my first video I just had this done. I had the leaves and this picture frame here, and then I think I started this, but I've now finished the vase and the other picture frame next to it, and the candle, and the little box. But oh, I love it so much. I've started to move into the second shelf with this flower here. But yeah, I did want to work on doing the border, but there's such a big gap between this picture frame where the border goes, so I'm going to wait till I move down into the second shelf where this that goes a little further across, so it's closer to the border, and that will just be easier for me to count it correctly. I'm still missing the threads, the thread colour for this one. I even went to Hobbycraft, and I went to buy it specifically at Hobbycraft, and I picked up the wrong one. It's the second time I've done that now. And I don't know how I keep doing that, but I do, sadly. So I'm going to order it online, and I'm going to check it, and get it delivered, and then I'll finally be able to fill in that tiny bit but I assume it's meant to be like writing in the picture frame. And yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. This one I did take camping with me, but I didn't do it when I was at camping because it was just, I don't know, I just didn't feel like I was in the mood to do this one while I was at camping. But what I did do, and by the way, the link's in the description for the patterns that I'm showing. What I did do is my Capybara Tea Time. And with my Capybara Tea Time, I think I said last time I was doing it by like a 10 by 10 block rather than doing motifs, which is what I usually do. And so far it's going really well. So I think in the first video there was only like 2-3 blocks done. So I've made quite a bit of progress. But yeah, I did this while I was camping. I'll also put a picture of the full image somewhere here, and I'll try and hopefully I'll put a picture of the Herbalist one when I was showing it. But yeah, this is Capybara Tea Time. This is, so I was doing it block by block, so I started doing these sort of 3 blocks here. This is the colour, it's just all the same colour to go here, but food was ready, so I just sort of stopped where I was. But I really love like the subtle colour difference between where the capybara is sitting in the tea, and then it's normal colour, because the tea's like a pinkish colour, so I really like how that sort of shows in the threads, and then there's a little bubble there and the little tea bag thingy, because the capybara is supposed to be like the tea bag. But yeah, I'm really quite happy with how this turned out. This is 18 count Ada, and I got it from another Etsy, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember, it's called not the Etsy, the like the colouring is called Cafe Latte. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got like a mottled, almost like sand colour to it, but I thought it goes really well with the capybara design. But they're only the really 2 that I've been working on, because I did say last time that I was going to start doing my autumn fox, but I just haven't had time to get round to that one, and I'm not quite motivated for it, and I don't want to start something I'm not motivated to do. I haven't really done anything on my Mount Fuji, and that's more because of how hot it's been, so my hands are getting sweaty, and because it's dissolvable Ada, I'm worried that will damage the Ada. But it's also the thing where I don't know if I like how bright these colours are against the bag, because it's going to be on a bag, which I'm hoping to get done before I go to Japan in October, but I don't know if I will, just because of the lack of motivation I seem to have. But I know that sometimes it is just a case of me picking it up and starting it, and I'll get it done. So that's going to be my goal for that one. I've also joined a SAL, which is a stitch along, my first ever stitch along, which begins August 10th, and it's from FlossyFoxShop, and it's a dragon, it's like a dragon kind of one, like a dragon flower shop. I haven't got any of the first design yet. I said it's not till I've not even got a sneak peek, but I'll put a picture of like the thing that's on Etsy and a link to it in the description. I'm really looking forward to it. I love the fantasy pastel colourful stuff, so I can't wait to start. But I said I don't get the first pattern until the 10th of August, and then it's the 10th every month until January, because I think there's 5 or 6 months possibly of it. But I'm really excited, but I do need to make sure I've got the Ada. So she's already shown the DMC we need and the sort of Ada you're looking for, which I haven't got yet. But when I order that missing thread, I'll also order the Ada that I need. I'm also thinking of doing some more sewing, so I also do a little bit of sewing. For example, I made this project bag, or at least I tried to. It's a bit wonky and a bit all over the place, and I don't actually use it for projects. I use it for bookmarks. But I kind of like turning my cross stitches into actual things I can use. I also, when I went to Hobbycraft, when I picked up the wrong thing, I bought a cross stitch and embroidery book, which I actually really like, and the main reason for buying this was because it has a DMC thread sheet, so I can tick off all the colours I have. And when I got the DMC that I got from the fair, I was like, this is perfect. Like, I can keep track of what I have and what I haven't got, and then like I've been taking a picture of it, so if I go to Hobbycraft again I can be like, okay, I definitely need this colour, because I'm someone who if I happen to be near one, I'll pop in and I'll buy like one thread that I don't have, therefore building my collection eventually to have threads I need. So if on a whim I'm like, I want to start this project, but I don't have to be like, oh, I'm going to DMC, because then I'm sort of like, now I've got to go out, I've got to go get it, and then, but my motivation is now, so I want to work on it now, and then, yeah, so that's what I've been doing over time. I also bought, I think it's actually more for architecture building, or geometry paper, like this, and that's because I want to try and start making my own cross-stitch designs. So my partner's actually been ahead of me on this one. I won't show it completely because it's a gift for someone, but you can see where in between now he's got stitches, and that's where he's going to make this gift for our friend to cross stitch, and he's got a week to do it, so I wish him good luck with that one, because that's not a lot of time and he has work, so but when he completes that, if he lets me, I will show it. And he has I'll show you where he took the font from, but then changed it to make it his own kind of thing for our friend. So when he's done that, I'll be sure to post it, which should be in my next video, because as I said, he's only got 7 days to complete it, and I do this video every 2 weeks. So yes, that's all I've done, which is not a lot. I'm not someone who does long cross-stitch videos, but maybe I will in the future. I just don't have a lot of whips at the minute, because as I said, I started up recently again, more consistently, and also starting work tomorrow, so I've had a month off because I got made redundant, and then I've just been waiting to start my next job, so I might not be able to cross stitch as much, but I might start little projects here and there, and hopefully I'll be able to show you. I also want to work on different techniques. I really want to work on high accounts, which I've seen people do and they look really hard, so like, how do you even see those squares? But it's something I'd like to try. So hopefully in my next video I'll have a few more projects to show you. I have a lot of small things that I want to start anyway. Anything I've talked about in this video will be linked in the description. But that'll be it from me. There really isn't much to say. I'm going to have a lot going on, but I do want to start more projects pretty soon. But yes, thank you for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe. Again, it's just a video diary more for my sake, but it's always nice to have that support. Also, if you do Flosstube as well, please just comment and I'll come and watch, because I love watching Flosstube videos. I love watching really long ones. I literally cross stitch to them. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!